Hello everybody, this is QuixQuery, and today we are back in our single-player QuixPack world. Things are going well. You can see down there, that's the fence and stuff area that we made last time. It's going very nicely. We did have a creeper blast, but everything's all fine. Didn't blow up any of the chests, fortunately for me, so that was actually quite nice. But I just decided to start off this episode that I would climb up to the top of this mountain, and when I reached the top, I realized something, that mountains are actually really funny. They're really, really funny. In fact, they're not just funny, they're hilarious. So, the plan for today's episode is to go through and start getting some nether coal so that we can get some coal seeds, because coal seeds require a bit of nether coal. And so in order to do that, we are going to have to do a couple things first. Yeah, I know that's super specific, but we're just going to have to deal with it for the moment. We will go over each of the individual steps for creating nether coal. But before we do that, I kind of wanted to have a look around and see what sorts of things are around the world, because yeah, and I got up to the top of the mountain, and besides realizing that it was hilarious, I also realized that I didn't have a hang glider, and that would make exploring a lot easier. And so we're gonna make a hang glider, pass off that quest, and fly around a little bit just to see what all is around. And so let's look up hang glider. And that's 2 glider wings, 1 left, 1 right, and scaffolding. Scaffolding's pretty easy, that's just iron. So, yeah, other than that, it's a lot of leather, but fortunately for us, leather can be made in an atomic disassembler using rotten flesh, and we have plenty of rotten flesh, so that is actually just fine. And so we should be able to make one of those and go fly around here real quick. Let's open up some loot bags first, just to see if we get anything good in these. Okay. Yeah, that was decent. I'm actually just fine with all that. So, I have decided that we are probably just going to do a time-lapse of exploring. So, yeah. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the time-lapse. We need some music. Some epic music. No, not that epic, not that epic. Just something a little more casually epic. Yeah, there we go. So, hope you enjoyed that time-lapse, and let's get into some more of the progression here. And so, in order to continue on, we want to get to mechanism so we can get all our machines and ore processing and all that other cool stuff up and running. And so we want to go through mystical agriculture to get to mechanism. And so you can see right here, this way to mechanism quests. It's right down here, iron seeds unlock the mechanism quests, and so coal seeds are the next one. However, coal seeds require nether coal, and so we're going to go back to our Getting Started questline, which has been updated, and nether grass right here is the thing that is what we're looking for. And so what we want for that is the nether spores and 4 nether growth from some place or another. That might end up getting changed, the 4 nether growth, but yeah, the four nether spores to get the to start growing the nether grass. So now we need to look at the stuff here real quick. What is required to make nether growth? Let's look here real quick. So if we look at nether growth, we can see that this right here, the spore, is what we want. We can get it from an advanced bag, but the proper way of getting it is from an imbuing station with nether wart in there. And so we need to find an imbuing station, get an imbuing station. So what does an imbuing station cost? Imbuing station. An imbuing station costs 2 iron-plated skulls, a bowl of water, athaic green block, and cauldron. So this is actually pretty simple. The iron-plated skulls are just a yaw hammer, a skull die, and some iron nuggets and some skulls. But the skulls actually are quite simple to get. You can just atomic reconstruct or a bone block to get a skeleton skull, and you can use that for pretty much everything. And if you want the creeper and zombie variants, there are recipes for those too. So we are going to get right into that. Actually, in order to get into that, since we need those iron-plated skulls, I'm actually going to look at woot here a little bit. And so we need a yaw hammer. That should be pretty simple to make. We just need some of this netherrack right here. 31, 32. And since this is isolated at the moment, we want this connected to power. Let's just put it right there, okay? And let's smelt that all so we can get some nether brick up and running. Okay, so pretty simple. We got our iron-plated skulls right here, and that consumes everything but the die and the hammer. So pretty simple stuff right there. Let's put this away. Right now they can just go in there. And so the die actually does cost a skull in and of itself, so I just used 9 bones to make up 3 skulls, and we were all set from there. And so that is going just fine. Let's look back at this. We also need a bowl of water, a cauldron, and an athaic green block, which is chiseled quartz in the atomic reconstructor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, this should do it. And let's just craft up 3 of these at the time, because I know you use them for other things in additional other mods, it's other parts of Actually Editions and stuff. And here we are with our cauldron, and if we put these all in the right spots, we should get our imbuing station. Very nice. Let's plop that down right there for the moment. And we need, for this quest that we are trying to do, we need 4 nether spores. So let's start getting those ingredients put together. Nether spore recipe. 2 mushrooms, 1 of each type, the nether wart in the middle, and then the blaze powder. So let's get those ingredients together and be right back. So here we are. I just put all the ingredients in. It's pretty simple. I actually went to the nether again to get mushrooms, so that was pretty cool. Now we have 1 nether spore, and as soon as we get a couple more of these, we can go to the nether and show what all these are about. So it's like a grass in the nether that makes the nether more habitable, but like while it's terraforming, it'll like set the stuff on fire. But this is also how you obtain nether coal, so that's another key element to this. So, let's actually plant this stuff near where we know some coal ore is. And so there's some right up this way. Let's get here. Yep, here it is. And yeah, let's just put this right here. It does fire, and that's absolutely fine. It will fire as it spreads too, so it will catch stuff on fire as it spreads, and so that's nothing to worry about too much. Just put the fire out and, you know, continue on your merry way. But that will spread around this place in different spots and stuff, and convert this coal ore into nether coal ore, which we can mine for nether coal. And there are a couple more spots I wanted to put this right there, and out in the open area over here. And these will spread throughout the entire nether depending on how much time I decide to spend here, so on and so forth. Whoa, where'd that mushroom come from? And so that is the deal with this stuff. And so we just want to plant that in a couple different places, and it will naturally spread to other places around it. And so we should only actually need to make nether spores once or twice, and it should spread from there onto other places. And so I don't know how quick this is going to be, I'm not going to lie. So this could take some time, and so we're just going to wait here, and I'll show you when something's up. So yes, as you can see near the end of that montage, that this has turned into nether coal ore instead of just the regular coal ore from the nether. This is nether coal ore from the nether. So yeah, good stuff. And you can see it's still spreading and so on and so forth. Eventually it'll end up like spreading all the way down the staircase and everything, and yeah, but for the moment what we want to do is see if this picks up with our pickaxe. It does not, which means we need some sort of silk touch something or other in order to pick that stuff up. So I wonder if we can use the trowel to mine it. Please work, trowel. Okay, let's try this out. No, it does not, which means we actually do need silk touch on something. Well, let's figure something out here. So it looks like one of the best, most reliable ways, other than, well, enchanting, making an XP farm, which I really don't feel like doing at the moment, making an XP farm and all that other stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with the drills from Actually Additions. They got the Silk Touch Augment right here, which requires emeralds and some other stuff, but the drill itself requires 3 diamonds, 2 advanced coils, 3 inner crystal blocks, and a drill core, which is 4 inner crystal blocks, which some basic coils and a redstonia crystal. Now we have enough iron to do this. We got quite a bit of iron from all of the mining that we've done in the nether and in the overworld, but we need some emeralds in order to do that. And so what we're going to do is we are going to head over to this village down here and continue having a look around and see what other sorts of things are around this area. I'm going to continue exploring a little bit is essentially what's going to happen. So feel free to tune in to this time-lapse, because apparently it's a time-lapsey episode, which is absolutely fine. I love doing time-lapses. So, the idea behind finding the end portal was not actually so we could find the end portal. It was so we could find a dungeon that we could explore and get some dungeon loot, and preferably some of that dungeon loot would include a drill core. However, we are here at the end fortress thing, and we've looked around a little bit, and it appears as though there's actually no way that this is connected to anything else. If you can actually see that, it's kind of hard to see, but trust me, it isn't actually connected to anything else. We can look out the edges right here. There's absolutely nothing that this little structure with the end portal is connected to. Which is a shame, honestly, because I was really hoping to get some dungeon loot and some stuff like that. However, the Ender Compass actually leads us to over there, which makes me wonder. Oh wow, this is underground, okay. Makes me wonder where the... whoa, that's way too zoomed in. Okay, where the rest of the stronghold would be. Yeah, I know I haven't ventured this far out ever before, and so I'm not sure what that is doing there. Wait, oh, hold up, that's home base? Whoa! What is this? Where am I? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. But we took out the spawner, the silverfish spawner, got some spawner shards. There are other ways of getting silverfish if we ever need them, and I'm sure there are actually probably some around here still. But, yeah. So, the hope is to find some other way in. However, I'm not sure how well that is going to work. So, I mined around, and this is pretty much where the Ender Compass points to. You can see it going all wonky and stuff as I move around. It points to like right in here-ish. And we're in spectator mode right now, which is why movement's kind of wonky. But it points to right around in this room, right in here, somewhere in this little general area, right? Well, it turns out that there's actually no end city anywhere, well, end stronghold anywhere around this point that it is pointing to, which makes no sense. You can see I've actually burrowed down right here, and I accidentally vein mined some stone. You know, no big deal because it's an obsidian pickaxe, but it comes down around here. But yeah, anyway, there's no end city around there. However, this thing right here also has this other little segmented area down here, and there is absolutely no way that this is attached to any of the other spots, which is pretty stupid in my opinion. And none of these things have anything other than spaces for mobs to spawn. So there are like 3 little areas. This is the largest one right here, and there's a torch in this one, and that's as good as it gets. Is a torch. Yeah. Whoa, wait, hold up. What is a chest doing in there? That has actually just caught my eye right there. Let's, real quick, check this out. / game mode S. It looks like this was supposed to be the generation of a library, because normally the books don't generate in these chests, the end stronghold chests. Anyway, so I just wanted to do some investigating and see what was actually going on around here, and if I was missing something massive, or if I had just stumbled across the smallest end stronghold ever, and I think it is the latter. Okay, so I guess let's just craft this drill here and finish this episode off, because unfortunately I was unable to find all that stuff, so we're just gonna have to go with this. Oh, have to mine all those out before we can convert that one. There we go. Okay, we now have all of our inner eye crystal blocks, and that was actually just a stack of iron, which isn't that bad, all things considered. So, yeah, and while there is a little bit more other resources to put into this, it's actually, yeah, it's quite nice in comparison to some of the other things, and so I am not complaining at all when it comes to this right here. Well, let's do this. There's our drill, and we now need actually to go to the nether to our energizer to charge this thing up, because we don't have one of those in the overworld. So let's... There we go. And there's our drill. And that we should now hopefully... Ah, yes. Okay, so there are upgrade slots inside there, so that is some a good thing to note. And right here we need our 4 empowered emeradic crystals, and 4 more diamantine crystals, as well as an advanced coil for our silk touch augment. So we need to go on a hunt for some emeralds. And potentially think about getting some emerald seeds too, though actually, yeah, I kind of want to just get emerald seeds straight off the bat. So if we look up emerald seeds, I wonder what that requires. Emerald seeds. That requires 2 emerald apples and 2 empowered emeradic blocks. So that's actually a lot of emerald right there, because those are 8 emeralds in and of themselves. So let's actually do we have some already from... Yes, okay. It might actually just be wise... Actually, no. We're really close. If we get some apples out of the chest right here. 1, 2. Oh yeah, okay, so if we were to do this, we would need 14 more emeralds. And probably the best way of getting those would be by exploring the nether and mining emerald ore. And then we would have enough emeralds for emerald seeds. Or we can just take these 4 and make them into the other stuff. Actually, you know what? We need the 2 blocks anyway, so why don't we just craft those up? Oh. Let's at least craft 1 up. Hold up, why is this not going in the center? Can we not craft the empowered emerald recipe? Oh, psh. I know what I'm doing. There we go. So to craft this, we need oak saplings, slime balls, grass, and lime dye. So oak saplings, piece of cake. We've already gotten several of those from just chopping down trees and stuff. Slime balls, piece of cake. We got those from loot bags. Grass, that should be pretty easy. And lime dye, we have bones. We just need some cactus. And I'm pretty sure we've seen a desert at least once, so... Oh boy. It looks like we need to do some more exploring, because we have not seen any desert on our map here. So that would be a problem. So let's... I'm actually going to head off in this direction. I also headed off in this direction for just a little ways, it's the exact opposite direction that the Ender Compass is taking us, seeing if I could get in range of a different end dungeon, just seeing what all was there, but I ended up giving up after a little while. It was just too far away. So we're gonna head off in this direction and see if we can find some cactus from a desert. Well, this is a very small desert, and I'm skeptical of the fact as to whether or not there will be cactuses here. Oh, there is a cactus. That is not quite what I was hoping for, but it will do. A single cactus with 2 things. Yeah. So this is the area I'm at. Wait, hold up. On the other side, it looks like there's another portion of a desert, other side of this mountain. If we look on our map right here. And so this is our base right here, and we just traveled south here for a little bit along the coast of this area right here, and we have reached this little area of desert, and I just saw this on the map, and so we're going to go check that out, see if that is actually a desert. It does have cactus. That is what I was looking for. Magnificent. Oh, and the amount of tumbleweeds here is brilliant. Got bone from that one. You know, just get random loot from these tumbleweeds if you break them. So there are actually ways to make tumbleweed farms. Oh my goodness, the amount of tumbleweeds is crazy. Yeah, and see, we got a diamond from that one. So you can get good stuff from these. Just gotta break them open as they're tumbling down hills and stuff like that. So they'll spawn in some areas, but not in others, and so while they will spawn around dead bushes, they don't necessarily spawn around dead bushes in plains. Emerald! Hey, that's good. Aha! Here we go. We have our lime dye, finally. Let's put that on here, and that should make our empowered emeratic crystal. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Emeratic crystal, yeah, something like that. So we're waiting for this to, use power. It's taking it from our double battery right there, which is quite nice. And any moment now, this will turn into... Aha! Wow, that timing was impeccable. An empowered emeratic crystal block. And while we don't actually have to make a second one at the moment, we can, and we will be all the better for it later when we are ready to make our emerald crystals. Emerald seeds. While we'll still need to make a few more, another block is what I'm planning on. We won't have to make one of the blocks, so that'll be nice. Okay, let's craft up this silk touch thing. So there is our diamond stuff. We just need one more advanced quill. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 8 gold nuggets gives us an advanced coil, which is required for this. And so now, if we look up drill again, we can see that we have enough stuff for our silk touch drill augment, so we can pass off that quest. And now I'm not going to... What? Okay, there we go. I was like, wait, what's going on here? I'm not going to... I am going to change that quest so that it does not require the use of a silk touch thing, or I will make silk touch a little more obtainable or something like that. But for the moment, this should work for us, which will be quite nice. Let's put this augment in there. And now we can go to the nether and pick up our nether growth so that we can pass off this quest and move on to the next thing. And we're just going to make the coal seeds for right now and finish up this episode because, yeah, that's about what we have time for. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough to pass off the quest, and it is, which is super nice. And we'll just get rid of that eventually, but this second part, the nether growth part. And nether coal is now our next quest, so we want... Actually, I believe... Oh! Get out of here. There we go. Okay. No. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is pretty garbage. Okay. So, we want to get ourselves... Where did these come from? Oh, I got more from the... Oh! I see. I got more from the quest. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. But we want our nether coal, which is actually right up there, and we're going to silk touch it because we get a little bit more nether coal, typically, unless we're fortuning, from silk touching it and smelting it in a furnace, so we definitely want to do that. I can't even see the gas that tried to blow us up. Okay, well, I honestly think this should be enough. What's the quest say? 4 nether coal. Yeah, no, that's enough for this quest and for our coal seeds. So this just need to bring this back, smelt it up, and we have ourselves coal seeds. After we've, you know, done some other crafting bits and bobs. So smelt this and voila. There we go. We have nether coal. Okay, let's craft these coal seeds up. We got a coal block on there, coal block there, another coal there, and another coal there. And if we come into here, put our prosperity shards around some seeds, that gives us base crafting seeds. And with a bit of prudentium and inferium, we can make these base crafting seeds into tier 1 and tier 2 seeds, which are required for the stuff right here. And since this is a custom recipe, it doesn't seem to want to work with the odd... Yeah, you can see that. But now we have our coal seeds, which is the next step through our progression. And so to end this episode off, I want to open up these bags right here. We got some X-tones right here, more X-tones, and some Cotswold brick, which is quite an interesting block. It's just, you know, a brick block, but it has quite a fun texture that is good around, like, you know, the base of houses and stuff like that. Just as kind of like a base block for that sort of stuff. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am quixQuery. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in another one. Hopefully released within the next 2 weeks, unlike this one. So thank you so much for watching. Actually, hold up. And the tool bag. This is the one I really wanted. We got a lawnmower and a magic hood and a golden compass. We got a lawnmower. That is fantastic. I'm not going to lie. I am really happy that we got a lawnmower here. I love the lawnmowers. Now you may be wondering, what on earth do the lawnmowers do? Beehive, sextuple compressed. What on earth do the lawnmowers do? Okay, let's get our lawnmower out and I will show you, because I want to use this. It takes durability? What? No way. This is even better than I thought it was. And so you just kind of walk over stuff and it turns into mowed lawn. And depending on the number of fully grown grass blocks nearby, it has a different chance of turning back into that. And so over time it will grow back into the other unless you have it surrounded by other blocks. But we'll be doing more stuff with the lawnmower later. So I'm going to put that up for the moment. It has quite a bit of durability, so I'm not, that's not bad by any means. But anyway, I will see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.